Another major issue in British Columbia is property rights and home ownership. The Cowichan Tribes versus Canada decision is a foundational shift in property rights for our country. It threatens home ownership of thousands of people by prioritizing Aboriginal title over private property rights. One company was unable to receive $100 million of financing recently because lenders were not sure of the collateral as a result of this ruling. If other groups making similar claims are successful in reaching the Cowichan threshold, it could threaten every single British Columbia homeowner because there are claims on the entire province, and those claims are not ceded by treaties. The Liberals have worsened this problem by signing the Musqueam Rights Recognition Agreement in secret, without property rights protections, proper transparency, or consultation with other First Nations. That agreement covers 533,000 hectares of British Columbia territory, including Metro Vancouver and the Richmond lands at the centre of the Cowichan dispute. Mark Carney has failed in this area. He signed on to this agreement without protecting property rights, and two, he has kept in place a 2018 directive that forbids federal lawyers from defending property rights in the Cowichan appeal or anywhere else. This is a major failure of leadership. And by the way, where is Mark Carney on this? This is a federal lawsuit where the federal government is the defendant. And yet the federal prime minister has done and said nothing since August, while landowners don't know what their rights are and many fear they're going to lose their homes. That is why we as Conservatives are stepping up to fill the void that Mark Carney has left. I'm announcing today that I will be naming Taco Van Popta as the chair of the Conservative Task Force on Property Rights, with a particular focus on the Cowichan ruling, the Musqueam Agreement, and other Aboriginal title disputes and negotiations. In this role, he will examine and bring to light the extent to which recent legal interpretations and federal arguments have eroded property rights and reconciliation. He will explore legislative and constitutional options necessary to protect property rights and home ownership. He will also build out the existing Conservative policy on this, which includes putting property rights first in the Cowichan case by arguing that it has priority over all other titles and reversing the Liberal current position which directs lawyers not to defend property rights. He will also put forward the argument that no further treaties should be signed that do not include explicit property rights protections. We will also be pushing for a parliamentary committee to examine all of these matters on an urgent basis. As a real estate and land development lawyer for over 30 years and a director of the Surrey Board of Trade and the downtown Surrey Business Improvement Area, no one is more qualified than Taco to take on this task. He's also a managing partner at a firm that he was at for decades before getting elected, which focuses on land-related legal matters in the Lower Mainland. And so congratulations, Taco. I know you'll do a great job.